Bring me the next shiny new thing. Bring me the next.
The pickleball
shiny
chicks
new
are
thing.
obsessed with America's fastest growing sport, pickleball. Get ready for on and off the court hot topics, lots of laughs, cocktails and champagne with your hosts, Annie and Rebecca.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Annie.
And
we're the Pickleball Chicks. Coming to you live from Marco Island.
And shoot, I'm back in Minnesota.
Wah, wah, wah. Wait a minute. We love Minnesota, so I shouldn't say that.
We do, but right now it's been really chilly and a little bit of rain. And when I got home last Saturday, I had to get the snowplow out. So I guess, you know what, I came home a week or two, maybe too early.
I think so, because I just got out of the hot tub in the pool. And that's after playing pickleball outside.
I know, and I've been playing inside. Dang it, anyhow.
Well, we do love our two areas from Marco Island to Minnesota. Let's face it, we have the best of both worlds.
Yeah. And you know, best of both worlds, we've got a drink of the day, and I'm going to tell you it's a good one. It's a real good one. So let me bring it up here. I don't know if you can see this little humdinger of a... Ooh. Well, so what it is it's the pickleball sipper. And it includes champagne of your choice. Annie would choose one.
I would. Moet Chandon.
And then you put cantaloupe juice in it. It has to be fresh. And then a little bit of vanilla bean, where you actually take a little grater and grate the bean. And you can add a little bit of orange juice, but really it should be the cantaloupe juice, the juice that you really taste. It's so spectacular. And so when you hear our word of the day, what's our word of the day, Annie?
Our word of the day is
partner. For our guest, superstar Brendon Long.
Yes.
Who rocked the house over the weekend. Man, oh man, he's good.
Wow.
I can't believe it. We are so excited to hear about his journey and how it was playing with Tyson and getting the gold, his first PPA. He's in the championships and he wins the gold.
Oh, is it too early to say cheers?
Cheers, Brendon.
Cheers, Brendon.
Isn't this delicious, Annie? If you've never tried this, the cantaloupe is really what makes it so delicious, and the vanilla. And of course, obviously the champagne. But anyway, so if you hear the word of the day, please, if you haven't had time to do some cantaloupe fruit juicing, just grab something that you love and join us and have a sip when you hear us say the word of the day.
Absolutely. And I have to say, perfect partner pairing. The cantaloupe juice, the vanilla bean, Rebecca, you've done yourself once again. One more sip, may I?
Yes, you may. And let's get started.
I love it. Introducing our special guest, Mr. Brendon Long, pickleball pro out of Naples, Florida, on the Major League Pickleball team, the Miami Pickleball Club. Welcome, Brendon.
Woo, woo, woo! Woo! Oh, yes. Can you see it in the background? Nice.
Oh, I love it.
Nice, nice, nice. Woohoo! Give a little shout out to the Miami Pickleball Club.
I love it. And congrats to you, Brendon, on all of your recent successes.
Thank you.
Wow.
I know. We had so much fun watching over the weekend, and we had, I had flown home, so we weren't able to make it. And normally we would be there cheering everybody on, but man, it was a nail biter.
Yeah, it was fun to play too.
Oh my God.
And let's face it, Tyson McGuffin, he is one of our faves. And wow, what a team you two made.
Okay, but before we even get into that, we want to know a little bit about your pickleball journey and how you have gotten to where you are today?
Well, I started playing pickleball like 16-ish years ago.
Oh, wow.
So my mom knew about it, and she bought us a bunch of like a whole set with nets and paddles and everything like that. And there was enough space in my parents' driveway to set up a court. So we just chalked off some lines, and I used to play with my friends in high school. And we would play every week, and we used to play 2 points if you hit the person. So there was much less dinking than I do now. Still, although I do it a lot, it's still not my favorite. I still rather go fast.
Oh, funny. So did you ever play pickleball in high school? You know how now the kids all play it in gym class.
So they did have it at my high school. It was an option, but never in any of the classes that I was in.
I think it's so interesting how people got into it. So how'd your mom know about it?
My mom knew about it because my uncle claims he knew the guy that invented it. And like 30 years ago, he bought a whole bunch of nets and tried to pitch it to cruise ships and hotels and everything, that it was a more accessible and smaller space sport. And he couldn't sell any of them. And he just lost a whole bunch of money, and no hotels or cruise ships wanted it.
Oh, no. You know what that means? You've got some good karma coming your way in the pickleball space, because, wow, that's pretty cool.
And that's actually a really good story. That's actually a fun story. So you've been playing for a million years. Did you ever play tennis?
I played tennis in high school, but I did not have fun.
Wow. Okay. So your mom brought the pickleball to you. And then as the years went on, how did you get into the pro circuit?
So I was playing for a long time, then just mostly with my friends in high school. Then I beat them, went out to college, didn't play too much, played a little bit when I came back. And I eventually ended up meeting Kyle Yates because he lives in Fort Myers. So I played with some people down here, and they said, you should go to Fort Myers. We heard there's some pretty good guys up there. So we went up to Fort Myers with my friend, and ended up being Kyle Yates and Barry Waddell. And they kicked my ass pretty bad. And I was like, okay, I'm not as good as I thought I was. So I ended up being friends with Kyle through then. I've known him for 7-8 years, something like that. Now it's been a while. So I played then. I would practice with him and a bunch of people around here, but I never went super serious. I played like the first US Open here and just a few local tournaments, but never really too much. And I had a couple injuries along the way that caused me to not be able to play really any sports for a while. So I was in and out that way. And then maybe 2-ish years ago, I started taking more seriously because I started coaching as well. So I started coaching, and then I was having more fun, and then I started playing more, and so I started getting better. So that made it more fun as well. And then I just transitioned that into playing more tournaments.
So what was the first APP tournament that you were in?
You know, someone asked me that before, and I can't remember, but I have to imagine it was a Punta Gorda tournament. Some
Punta
Punta Gorda 2 years ago or something.
Wow.
That's got to be my best guess.
Okay, well that's actually really cool. I mean, what a cool story. And just to have the passion for a sport and then come on so strong, that usually really never happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just more fun. It's just so much more fun. Even when I played tennis, since I was like 10, all I wanted to do in tennis was serve and volley. I was like, serve and volley, return and volley. Let's go. Let's get this going here. I don't want to sit at the baseline, push 50 balls in a row, and make it take forever. Let's hurry it up.
I love it.
So let's talk about really the game that the final match of last weekend's events. I mean, it was at the Red Rock Open. Just so I don't know if we said that. It was just incredible. And I don't know. I mean, right up until the very end, it was just so much fun. So much fun. And to have a partner like Tyson who amps up the energy and the excitement. I mean, not only is the intensity there, but the excitement and the craziness of the room is there. So how was it for you? I mean, how was it?
No, that's perfect. That's what I ask for all my partners is I need you to pump me up. Okay. I try and do it myself. but it's just so much better when my partner's also bringing the intensity and the energy, because it just helps me get focused and it makes me have more fun. When I'm having fun, I just feel like I'm playing better. So, and Tyson brings that a lot, right? There's a lot of chest bumps. There's a lot of high fives. There's a lot of pushing, right? People, after watching it, I didn't really realize at the time, but people goes, Tyson pushed you so many times. I thought he was going to take you out. And I go back and watching it, like every time I turned around, Tyson is just like pushing me in the back. But I love it. Like, that's what I want. And not just him. Like, he's so, like, he hypes the crowd up too. So he gets the crowd excited, which makes them cheer more, which makes the whole environment better and makes me have more fun, which makes me play better.
And you're
so cool.
Star Central at the net, man.
Yes. And I love everything that you said about Tyson as well. I mean, we all know he's been coined as the most electrifying man in pickleball, and he does bring the energy. And it's interesting to hear what really, encourages you to get out there and just really give it your all. So you really enjoy having a partner that's amping you up.
I do. And he's also just very supportive. He's just very supportive as a partner.
He is a professional player. I mean, he is all around just a great guy. But I also really enjoyed the quarterfinals when you guys were playing James.
That was the semis.
I mean, yes. I mean, that was fun. So who were they? Which game was more trash talky?
Oh, definitely the semis against Riley and James.
So how is that? Because that's not always something that goes on. James has really kind of brought that to the forefront a little bit more.
Oh, well, it wasn't really James that was doing the trash talking. Yeah, it wasn't James.
Oh, who was it? Please tell.
James's partner was doing a little bit of trash talking. And honestly, I like when my opponents do trash talking. So Riley was trash talking a little bit, but I don't trash talk that much in general until they do. And then I feel like it's just free reign. I can do whatever I want now, and I'm not the bad guy. Like, you trash talk me first, I can throw it back in your face, and it's just okay. So that's something else that I like too. Like, free reign, opponents trash talking as much as you want, because then I can too.
I love it.
Right. So Annie, we were going to ask him, we wanted to talk a little bit about when we watched him at Pictona.
Yes, we really enjoyed your play in Pictona. We were there, and just such great play. And
there was a lot of Pictonas in a row. Which one are we talking about here?
Oh, well,
MLP.
And we were also there for the PPA. So we saw you at both.
Not there for the APP.
The APP. That's why I wasn't sure if that was the first one, and then so there was like 3 and 4 weeks for me. So
yes. No, we watched when. Well, go ahead, Annie. I don't want to interrupt you.
I was just saying how exciting for you to have then joined the New York Hustlers, right? And tell us a little bit about that when you were playing at the MLP as a part of New York Hustlers.
So you started playing at the Miami Club, and then the next day you were all of a sudden playing with Rafa on the Hustler team. Yeah.
So we made it to the semis for Miami, and we played really well. Ended up having a tough loss in the semis. So I was a little disappointed for there after that one. So had some dinner, went home, went to sleep a little bit too late. And then I get a call at like 6:55, and it's Rafa. And I'm looking at my phone, okay? And I'm like, why is Rafa calling me at 6:55 in the morning? Okay. Normally, he loves to ask me for turner grips. So I'm looking at my phone like dazed, and like, Rafa wants me to drive over there right now to give him a turner grip at 6:55 in the morning. I'm like, I'm not answering this. There's no way. And then I go, fine. Let me see what it is. I answer the phone, and he's like, Tyson's out. I haven't even asked them yet, but you're our guy. I'm about to text Anna to make sure it's okay. I'll call you back in 2 minutes. And then I guess he texts Anna and Corey, and then we're like, yep, Anna likes it. Anna wants to play with you, so you're in. Be here in 2 hours.
Oh my
playing
gosh.
And the issue for me is that I have a very long warm-up routine. So I like to get there like an hour and a half before. So I usually go to the trainer to stretch and get loose. And then I have like a little bit of a dynamic warm-up routine to do. And then I like to hit for like 45 or so minutes before I play my first match. So it's 7 at this point. We got to play at 9. We're 30 minutes away. So I have zero time to wake up. So I just hop in the shower for 1 minute, throw way too many clothes into my bag, and just hop in the car and drive over there.
You were still there.
I was staying at a host family 30 minutes away. Yeah, so Naples like 4.5 hours away. But
everybody was staying so far away. I felt like everybody had to drive like an hour away every time. It's kind of an odd.
Well, it was just a bad timing for the weekend with bike week and spring break. Daytona was very busy, so people chose to stay a little bit further away instead of pay the fees for what time.
We paid the piper, and it was not worth it.
Well, I stayed with a host family that were super nice and super.
Nice.
They're just really nice people, and so I was happy to be there.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Well, so when it all came in, and we had some pictures for you. I don't know if you looked at that.
Oh, those are good pictures. I didn't have that one where I hit the dink and I blew it over the net.
I'm going to post that. It just really looks like you're blowing it over. So anyway,
I did.
I was like, I'm not sure what he's doing.
It hit the net and it dribbled so close to the net that I hit it straight up and then tried to blow it over.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's a classic Kyle Yates
professional.
there too. That's what I learned from him 8 years ago.
Nice job. Okay, so Pictona is actually a great spot for you to talk back about the APP, where you and your partner started out getting a gold over Hunter Johnson and Paris Todd.
Yep.
So how did you come to be partners with Bobby?
So I think that was like our 3rd or 4th tournament, something like that. 3rd tournament, somewhere around there. So I've known Bobby for a while. She lives on the east coast of Florida, so maybe like an hour, 45 minutes away, like in the Plantation area. So I've seen her around at local tournaments and around just tournaments in the area in general. So I've known her, and she was just super nice and a super good player. So we just ended up playing some tournaments together and trying to, book a couple, and ended up working out because, I don't know, she's just so solid and has such good strokes that I knew we were going to be a good team. She's also another high energy, very supportive partner that is very good for me.
Nice.
Did I hear the word partner?
Oh my gosh. Oh my God, everybody.
We've been behind.
I said earlier and you guys didn't do anything.
Oh,
So sorry.
But I
take
did.
a double right now. Everyone listening to
let
the
anyone
double.
down.
Yeah, I also got a bronze with Stefan Verne in that same one that I won gold with Bobby.
Man, I mean, you really, I really am a huge fan. Watching that last match, I was just like, man, is he a just incredible player? So,
Yeah.
I mean, bravo. I think a lot of people, I think you've just got 1 million fans now. Just because.
I hope so.
Yes. So, what do you think? The part of your play you are most known for? Do people talk about anything of your game that you're most known for?
I feel like it's my backhand roll.
Yeah.
I feel like most people say that my backhand roll is my best shot. So that's usually it. I mean, I kind of like when people hit it to my backhand. So
Yes, I agree. I've watched that now, and I was going to agree.
I hit it pretty hard. I try to. Sometimes on the backhand overhead, I swing as hard as I can. Yeah, I don't recommend that to most people. They're like, how do I hit? Like, you hit your backhand overhead so hard. How do I do that? I'm like, you shouldn't swing as hard as you can. I'm not sure it's even a good move for me. I just want to hit it harder.
Oh, gosh. Well, you do have a great style of play, and it's a lot of fun. And to your point, Rebecca, wow, Brendon, you have a lot of new fans just from your performances over the past few weeks, few months, really. Must be so exciting. You must be really pleased with what you're seeing.
Oh, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm getting a lot of messages on Instagram now. It's getting hard to respond to everybody. Normally, I didn't get very many, so I could just respond to anyone who messaged me, and it was fine. And over the past 3 days, I've gotten like a few hundred, and it's been a lot.
Well, you know what? We are so happy for you because, man, you work hard and you just hope that you will have some really cool success. And this is just a dream story. I mean, I just thought, God, this is so cool, you know? And you're not a tennis player who came up from tennis and then went into pickleball. I mean, it's just a really fun story. So you really do deserve all your success. And we will and are huge fans.
And we're going to help grow your fan base. We work a lot with the local clubs, and people want to know the players.
Right.
And so this interview has been so fun getting to know you. And Rebecca, weren't you going to talk about something kind of cool? Speaking of Instagram, that
oh, well, yes. I mean, okay, my favorite thing that caught my eye overall was that you did your upcoming "Where Can I See You Next" graphic yourself.
I mean, my MS Paint skills are so good that I feel like I couldn't not show the world. And that took me like a very hard fought 10 minutes to go through that. So it was a lot of work.
Well, I have since taken it and added us to the picture, and you will see it again on Instagram promoting our podcast, which probably took me more of a half hour to 45. So
oh, I love it. This is so great. And I know that Rebecca has a few questions she always loves to ask, but I'm also curious related to Major League Pickleball. And we have one more game in season 1. And then we move to, is it called a redraft before season 2?
Yeah, so there's going to be a supplemental draft before the third event, but then there'll be a full redraft after the next one.
So interesting.
Yeah. And so how do you do you have some ideas of what maybe will shake up?
I mean, I'm hoping I get drafted into Premier this next time. I like to believe, and I think I am one of the top guys, just not just as a player, but also in the MLP format. Since I can play men's, I can play mixed, and my singles is good too. So I think in the format, I am a particularly good player. Also, which I showed this weekend, I can play left and right, that I'm much more versatile of a player than people actually think, since I just pretty much only play left. Kind of just waiting for a good enough partner to put me on the right, which Tyson kind of did this weekend on the finals.
That was cool. That was so cool.
Well, we didn't ask, how did you and Tyson connect? How did that all come to be? Other than silly.
I just got to call it MLP. Got to call it MLP saying he needed a partner and that I want to play with him. And
you said, you know what? I'm busy. I'm watching.
Yeah.
I said we gotta let's talk about it, make sure that like we're meshing and I'll would be on the same page. And so we talked a little bit, and it seemed like it would be a good partnership, so we decided to do it.
I love it. I love it. So now, where will we see you next? Where will we see you next?
At the U.S. Open. So next week I'll be playing at the U.S. Open.
And well, I hope Annie's there so she can say hello, have a shot with you.
Yeah, I only live like 20, 25 minutes away from there. So it's the hometown tournament for me.
Oh my gosh. And then everybody's there for you. Yes, it's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's definitely more exciting because I already have a crowd there. So my matches always have a lot more people there cheering me on. So
was your family there watching at this last tournament?
In Utah?
Yeah.
No.
See, families, I know there's so many, so you don't, and then when you have those really great things happen, it's like, where's my family?
Yeah. No, that would be nice if they were, but they weren't. That's the St. George tournament seems a little annoying to get to. It's expensive to fly into St. George.
Oh.
Otherwise, you have to fly to Vegas and drive 2 hours.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that wouldn't have worked. Okay.
It's like pretty much just a straight shot, though. You hop on the highway and you just drive through the desert.
Well, then you can go back and gamble for a couple nights, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we always ask a couple questions of all of our guests, and we love to hear the response. And so if you could play with anyone they wouldn't have to be a pickleball player at all, just someone in general, as your pickleball partner, who would it be and why?
Like because we're trying to win, or because I just want to play with a person?
A social play.
Gotcha. I'm going to say probably, I'm not sure if you guys are going to know this, but someone from the cast of Critical Role. It's a Dungeons and Dragons show. Maybe Matt Mercer.
Well, I'm going to have to ask my son.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, wait. Say it again because now I'm going to look it up.
Matt Mercer from Critical Role. I got this poster right here too.
Oh my God.
I'm a bit of a nerd, so.
You know what? I love it. Well,
look at the glasses.
I had to get it out because I really need to see. Okay, my other question is, and I love that. Wait, you have to tell us why you picked that person.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a big fan of the show. I've been watching it for a long time, since like when they were very small. And I've gone to some of their live shows before, and just big Dungeons and Dragons fan and big fan of their voice acting.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Do you play Dungeons and Dragons?
I do, yeah.
So does my son.
I bring board games to every tournament.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I literally have board games in my bag that I travel with to take in case I lose too early, and people, whatever Airbnb you're at, want to play some games.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever played that Hue game? That's not really a Dungeon Dragon thing, but
I'll play every board game.
Oh, then you're gonna.
I've never played Hue though.
It's just a color game, but we can talk about that later. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions. You have to answer fast. There's only 2.
Yep.
Starbucks or Chipotle?
Chipotle for sure.
Okay. Madden 2023 or NBA 2K?
Madden.
Okay. Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto?
Call of Duty.
Oh, I was curious. I had to ask my son about all those things. I'm like, ooh. Okay. Well, we have absolutely loved to get to know you better and learn all this cool stuff. And again, what a story. What a cool story. We will be where we're looking at our schedules, but hopefully Annie will be cheering you on in the next week.
That'd be great. I need as many fans cheering as I can get. Because it helps me out.
Annie will have her body painted.
Perfect. Well, I was actually really jealous in Utah because there was a guy who was body painted for Tyson, and I was pretty jealous. I was like, "Can you throw my name on under there too? Can you say, let's go Tyson and Brendon?"
You know what we need to do is have a contest for their body painting for the upcoming event. And being that we are live and the event is coming up, there's time for people to get their body paint in order.
There is, and they're going to win something. Oh my God, that's we're there for you, Brendon. We're going to make sure somebody's got their body painted. And Annie will have a sign if she doesn't have her body painted. And so to finish up the show, Annie, what do we always want to do?
Well, we always want to thank you for your time, and we appreciate getting to know you better. People really are looking to find pickleball pros they can get behind and support on their journey. And it looks like your journey is going to be one that we're going to have a lot of fun watching.
Yeah.
I hope so.
And you're such a great guy. I mean, just a really nice guy. Mm-hmm. So we really hope that you have so much success. Yes. And go ahead, Annie. I'm so sorry. I get so excited when we have such great guests on.
I think it's great, but I really love the work you've put into this, Brendon. We do. We recognize it, we see it, and now you see it with that big gold medal trophy, I guess.
Oh, yeah, many
of them. And we wish you continued success. We will be really watching your journey and sharing that journey with our audience and helping create Team Brendon fans.
Yes. And so then we always say, show us your game face.
Oh, yes. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, maybe we should add, give us your best trash talk statement to that player on the other side of the net.
Yeah.
I mean, I said if you go back and watch it, I said it.
Is it not worth repeating, or is it worth repeating?
Oh, no, it's fine. I actually, like, my favorite thing to say is I tell my partner to keep getting me that matchup. That's my normal go-to.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I tell my partner that's my matchup right there. Get me that matchup.
And who was it? Was it James or his partner?
No, Riley was doing the trash talking.
Oh, yes. Yes. Just so weird. Interesting. Okay. I'm always up on the trash talk. I always want to keep up to date. Okay. And then the last thing, Annie, is just to remind everybody, we will see our good friend Brendon at the next tournament next week.
Yes, in Naples, right? And it's a lot of fun. And boy, it is one of the biggest events really in Florida. It's a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing you and cheering you on to victory.
Yes. Keep in touch. Everybody have a great afternoon. And remember, follow Brendon Long on Instagram. What's your name on Instagram?
Brendon H Long.
Do it.
Shiny new thing.
Get ready for another CHIX review.
The waves keep on crashing on me for some reason.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Annie.
And we're the Pickleball Chicks. Hey, today we're reviewing what I like to say might just be my favorite glasses.
Raya Model 1 in fuchsia pink.
Is that because they're pink?
It is. But, so we've been out on the court all day. And we just took them out of the box. We put them on. I love them because they're lightweight.
That's something I really like too. I don't like anything real heavy.
I know. And the other thing is any glasses we've had, either I have a ton of makeup on my hands and it's on my glasses. They're smudge free, smudge proof. And what Annie loves is,
Yes, anti-fog. And really in the hot temps out here in Florida, they also are anti-moisture. So they stay fresh.
so we liked it when we first put them on. We liked the way we looked. Yes, because they're pink. But man, and I love
And this patent Italian frame is so cool, Rebecca. I love it.
I do too. So we put them on. We've been playing for a few hours. We liked it when we first put them on, but playing with them was awesome. They stay in place.
Yes, and they're non-polarized, so you can actually see, meaning a better depth of the court.
Better depth of field, which everybody needs. Because you never really realize that, but when you do have regular sunglasses on, it does do that. Now, when we go back to Minnesota, we are going to change out these lenses, which is one of my favorite things, to the clear lens. So if we're playing inside,
Yes.
they're going to work too. So overall, what would you give them, Annie?
Scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
10.
I know. I actually am amazed. Talking recently, we were just in Pictona for the PPA, and we talked to so many people about protection because now that the ball is coming so powerful toward your face, people are going to start wearing them just as protection, which I think is really, really cool.
I do too, and they are shatterproof, right?
They are shatterproof
I thought so.
and scratch-proof because every pair of sunglasses I usually will drop at least 5 times when I have them on. So,
We like them.
get them.
Take advantage of the discount code PBCHIX, CHIX, for 10% off. Get it while you can.
Thanks for following the Pickleball Chicks. Find all 10 podcast episodes on YouTube at Pickleball Chicks with an X, or of course on Apple or any podcast platform. Thanks for subscribing and sharing the Chicks with your friends. See you next time. Cheers.